ルックか。どうしたお前。なんでここに。わあ、美人。
Hey my dear pirates, you are on channel Straw Hat's One Piece Theories, and in today's video we're going to talk about Zoro and his fate after the end of One Piece. Will Zoro have a child? Will he leave an heir to pass on his legacy and his Santoria style? Plus, can you imagine which suitor Zoro could have this heir with? Nico, Robin, Hiyori, Tashigi, or maybe another unknown woman? Well, we're going to analyze all this in today's video. So if you want to be a pirate king like me and achieve eternal glory, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your devil fruit. And if you're new here my dear sailor, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell so you don't miss any new video, okay? Then join this crew that will dominate the entire Grand Line and the New World. Now without further ado, let's get to this epic video. And well my dear pirate, one of the characteristics that we can notice most in most Japanese artistic works, whatever they may be, are the messages of honor, respect, honesty, loyalty, persistence, and legacy. And we see this even clearer in the works in which the theme encompasses samurai and swordsmen, and this is no different in One Piece. The Wano arc showed us several moments where these types of messages were even more in evidence, but of all the characters, mainly speaking of the protagonists, there is no character that carries these characteristics more than our beloved swordsman Roronoa Zoro. Because he has many characteristics of a samurai, Zoro ends up inheriting and carrying many of these teachings into his life. This grew in Zoro thanks to his training in the dojo with Kuina and his father in Shimatsuki village, which is worth remembering. It has a direct connection with the country of Wano and with the clan of Ryuma and Ushimaru's Shimatsuki. That's why Zoro, even though he is not actually a samurai, he still carries a lot of the values of a true samurai, especially the legacy. Zoro carries with him a promise he made to Kuina and Luffy, the promise to be the greatest swordsman in the world, and as we know, after this dream, and these promises, are fulfilled, Zoro will then be able to rest as a true master samurai, in Zoro's case, a master swordsman. And after that he will have to leave his mark, his legacy for generations to come. And this is precisely what I would like to get to, because yes my dear pirate, Zoro could only have one apprentice or something. That would be really interesting, but what if he has a son? Wouldn't that legacy be better? Well, I know what you must be thinking right now, but Oda doesn't want to develop relationships in One Piece. How would Zoro become a father at the end of the work? Yes, it's no longer news to anyone that Oda said he doesn't want to develop romantic relationships in One Piece, but not wanting to develop relationships doesn't mean that in the end he doesn't want couples to be formed. He can very well bring the characters together at the end of One Piece without having to develop them as a couple within the work, although I believe he is already doing that, even if in a slightly more veiled and hidden way. Zoro has a good relationship with Robin, however, many say that this relationship is impossible because Robin is much older than Zoro. This is not even a problem. People are not really obliged to marry people of the same age. This is because people believe that this way both will live together with practically the same lifespan. However, this is not an absolute rule, even more so in the modern world in which we currently live. But if Robin wasn't Zoro's best partner, who would be? Well, many like Oden's daughter Hiyori Kazuki. In fact, Zoro and Hiyori had a good time in the Wano arc. After Zoro saved her from Kamazo, Hiyori even revealed her true identity, showing confidence in our beloved swordsman. And yes, I like the idea of both of them together. After all, they both have something to do with Wano country. Both are almost the same age, and of all, it was Hiyori who showed Zoro the most affection, and seeing Zoro going to live in Wano after finally finding One Piece with Luffy and marrying Hiyori and having a child, that would be pretty interesting. But some people don't like the character because she has a very dull personality and her only really important feature is just being very pretty, so many say she wouldn't be an ideal wife for Zoro, mainly to give him a strong heir. Well, we have another option, Tashigi. Out of all of them, this is the most viable one, firstly because she is almost the same age as Zoro, secondly because she is a swordsman like him, and thirdly, Tashigi has a kind of rivalry with Zoro not only because he is from the Navy, but also because of the fact that Zoro let her live, and that clearly referred to Kuina, well, that in Tashigi's mind. For her, Zoro only let her live because she was a woman and didn't deserve to be a swordswoman, when the truth is completely the opposite. So many see in Tashigi the same potential that Kuina had, in addition to the fact that both have the same dilemma with the fact that they are female swordsmen. And Zoro is in the middle of this dilemma too. But like the others, Tashigi carries some problems in the view of the One Piece fandom, and one of these problems is the fact that she is from the Navy, and because of that she and Zoro would be incompatible, but people forget that Zoro was, until meet Luffy, a pirate hunter, so these arguments to belittle the character don't make any sense. We have Kobe, who is one of Luffy's best friends, and he is in the Navy. Both are declared enemies, but they are still friends. I actually only see advantages in all of this. That is, my dear pirate, if none of these women are the best choice for Zoro, including to give him the powerful heir, well, then maybe Oda will just do as he did with Zoro himself. Zoro may very well have a son that he can pass on his legacy and teachings without even having to reveal who his wife is. She could be a simply ordinary woman, because Zoro is in fact a very ordinary man too, so no, it would be nothing new if at the end of One Piece Zoro appears with a son and doesn't even mention who the boy's real mother is. We ourselves don't know Zoro's parents, or Luffy's mother, so like I mentioned earlier, Oda doesn't even need to develop any relationship or anything like that. He can just reveal that Zoro had a son and that he is following your steps. And anyway, I believe that yes, this supposed son would indeed be powerful, even with a completely random mother, not least because in the art of the sword, focus and resilience count for much more than genetics. Of course, being born with a considerably good physical and athletic predisposition can give Zoro's son many advantages, but in the end, what will make him really strong is following his father's legacy. Honor, respect, honesty, loyalty, and persistence. But now I want to know your opinion about everything we commented here today. Do you think that if Zoro had a son, he would be as powerful as the father? Would he inherit some of Zoro's swords? But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button, that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone, and until the next video.